Umar Johnson recently was on 105.1 FM out of New York, The Breakfast Club with DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Charlamagne the God. During the interview, Johnson talked about a whole range of issues and led to him being the talk of Black Twitter last week. And a lot of people were questioning his education.
We're breaking down one of the most explosive moments in recent Black activist beef. Tariq Nasheed straight up roasting Dr. Umar Johnson on Vlad TV. If you thought their old feud was wild, wait until you hear how Tariq flipped the script this time. Stick around, because I'm unpacking every shady detail, every contradiction, and why this could be the beginning of the end for Umar's untouchable rep. Let's jump in. Picture this. It's September 2025, and Tariq Nasheed is sitting down with DJ Vlad, the king of no-holds-barred hip-hop interviews. For years, these two had their own tension, but now Tariq's using the platform to clap back at both Vlad and his longtime rival, Umar Johnson. And oh man, he didn't hold back. He even mocked Umar right on camera. This isn't just petty shade, it's a full-on shift in the power dynamic. Back in the day, nobody dared criticize Umar publicly. Media hosts tiptoed around him because he was a viewership magnet. They'd swallow their pride just to book him again. But fast forward to now, Umar's star has dimmed so much that trashing him on air gets more clicks than inviting him. Ouch. Once you hit that point online, recovery is brutal. So when Vlad handed the mic to Tariq, Umar's arch nemesis, it was like lighting a fuse. Boom. Let's rewind a bit for context. Tariq wasn't always Umar's enemy. He actually supported Umar's dream project, the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, that all-boys school for Black empowerment. Tariq donated real money and hyped it up because he believed in the mission. But remember Umar's own rule? You can't critique the school unless you've donated. Well, Tariq did donate, and now he's calling it out as a total mirage. He laid out the wild excuses Umar's dropped over the years. First, the school was built but not open. Then, some kids supposedly broke in and wrecked it. Next, bank accounts frozen. And the latest, it's being auctioned off by Delaware. Come on, really? Tariq summed it up perfectly. Latest I checked, he's doing $500 lunch dates. Vlad's reaction? Priceless. He was dying laughing. You've heard about these, right? Umar's out here charging fans.
People say Dr. Umar Johnson is a scammer.
We've already been audited by the IRS. I don't know of no corporation in America that say, hey, come look at all of our paperwork, all of our financial transactions.
They say that your accounts were frozen. You created that story so that you can get more money
To get in the bedroom what you can't get in the real world. If you doubt,
fans $500 for a private lunch tied to school donations. Is this fundraising or a dating app scam? You tell me. But Tariq didn't stop at the stories. He hit Umar with cold, hard facts. He crunched the numbers. If Umar was serious, that school should have been up and running ages ago. As proof, Tariq flexed his own win. His Hidden History Museum raised $1 million in 1 month and opened its doors within a year. It's real, it's open, and anyone can visit. If you want to get something open, you can get it open, Tariq said. Now, to be fair, a museum isn't a full...
It was an exhibition, so it wasn't a disqualification game between Team USA and Team South Sudan. I do believe the South Sudanese won the game. I believe there was a series of strategic no calls by the referees to give Team USA the game. And don't get me wrong, I'm not rooting against my brothers on Team USA. Steph Curry, black wife, black family, I'm a fan. LeBron James, black wife, black family, I'm a fan. You know, Kevin Durant, one of my favorite players of all time. You know, they got Jason Tatum, you know what I mean? So I like the players, you know, I'm a fan of them guys. But I'm just going to be honest with you. Whenever it's Africa against anybody else, I'm riding with Africa, period. When they play anybody else, I'm for my brothers. I ain't rooting for USA, I'm rooting for the brothers playing. But whenever they go against Africa, I'm an African first. So I was rooting for South Sudan, and I believe the referees cheated them out of that victory. It wouldn't have counted for Olympics. It was only an exhibition for what I understand, but they won that game. And what you got to understand, Art, the Olympics is political. is very much political. The Olympics is an extension of America's international agenda and their foreign relations campaign. And the referees understand that. So they're going to do whatever they can do to make sure the most powerful countries come out on top if they have a possibility to come out on top. So if South Sudan sees America again, they're going to have to beat them by a whole lot more to walk away with the victory. It's the same thing in the NBA. The NBA is rigged so the better teams win, even when the lower team outplay them. The referees will rob them of a victory in the last couple of minutes. You've seen this plenty of times. I've seen this plenty of times. It's no different than in the Olympics.
Lone school. You need teachers, curriculum, buses, safety regs, and at least $1 million a year to operate. That's no joke. But here's the kicker. Umar could have started small. Think online classes, after-school programs, or something tangible like what folks like King Randall are doing. Instead, crickets. No progress, just endless hype. Why chase this massive dream when you could build step by step? It's got everyone scratching their heads. Then Vlad drops the bomb on those $500 lunches. Umar's pitching them to women like, donate to FDM, NG, and get a one-on-one with me. Tariq barely had to react. The absurdity spoke for itself. Vlad was shaking his head, like, turning a school fund into a date hustle? Nah, moves like that scream scheme, not serious mission. Tariq kept it real. Umar's brilliant, no doubt, a sharp mind with fiery takes on black empowerment, but the antics, the theatrics, they're killing the credibility. It makes the whole movement look unserious, Tariq said, and then he hinted at something deeper. I think there's some other stuff going on there, some real serious stuff. He didn't name it, but the implication? Heavy. Even Umar's ex-spiritual wife spilled tea about him leaving the house normal and coming back disheveled, wild-eyed like he'd been through something intense. Allergies? That's Umar's excuse, but multiple insiders are whispering the same vibes. If there's more to it, substances or whatever, mixed with his high-energy persona, dangerous territory. We can't confirm, but the smoke is thick. Vlad even offered Umar an easy out. Just come clean. Say, I tried, but it was too big. Sorry to everyone who donated. I can't refund, but I'll do better. Simple, right? People...
I saw him once in concert when I was in college. They had him up there, the Black Student Union had him up there for Spring Fling. I was in grad school at the time. He did a damn good concert too. Fat Joe got some lyrics. I still remember that concert. Fat Joe got some lyrics. Never met him, but I do appreciate the fact that he always makes it clear that he considers himself an African, a Latino African. He makes it clear hip hop comes from African culture. I respect him for that because you got American Africans who won't even do that. Some people say he's not a Latino African. They say he's a Caucasian Latino. I don't know if he is or not. I can't go off his complexion because I got people in my family are as light as Fat Joe who are not Caucasians. They black with 2 black parents. They got slave master blood that came down 5 or 6, 7, 8 generations later and they turned out pale. You feel me? So I can't go off of him being pale because I got relatives, the same complexion as Fat Joe, and they are not mixed race. So if Fat Joe say he's African, until somebody proves otherwise, he's African. So as a Latino African brother, I hate this for him if it's not true. I hate this for him if it's not true. Now, the brother Terrence, respect to him. He was Fat Joe's hype man for about 16 years, from what I understand. He said he helped him co-create some of his songs. He gave him a lot of ideas. He was basically a co-creator in the shadows. He said he never got properly compensated.
People get it. Dreams flop sometimes. Jokes might fly for a bit, but folks move on. But Umar? Nah. He's dug in. Instead of building the school, he's battling critics. Vlad called him out. Umar, I know you watch these. You posted about my Aries Spears interview where he joked about having sex with a white woman on top of Dr. Johnson. Umar fired back on IG, calling it embarrassing. But Vlad's like, it's comedy, bro. At this point, it's not about the school. It's about proving haters wrong. Even if the building gets auctioned and Umar blames the system or conspiracies, loyal fans would still donate. That's wild loyalty. And don't get me started on the ultimate hypocrisy Vlad and Tariq exposed. Umar spent years blasting bunny hopping, interracial dating, as a betrayal to black unity. He roasts black men for it non-stop. Yet he named his school after Frederick Douglass, who married a white woman later in life.
So last night, I'm on TikTok. I go on TikTok every so often to show love to the sisters by posting a Dr. Umar voiceovers on my Instagram. And I come across this white guy. Nobody sent them to me, Art. I found him on TikTok. And I think he was being prankful. I think it was a prank. He claimed to be my son. He kind of read my bio, might have got it off ChatGPT because he got the school all wrong. He said Milford. I didn't go to Milford. I went to Millersville University. He said I went to Heinemann. I started at Heinemann, but I was only there like a month because I decided to go back to Millersville. So a lot of the facts, Art, he got them wrong. A lot of the facts, he got them wrong. But I just took it as a joke. The problem now is, since I posted it on my Instagram, Art, the YouTubian struggle streamer bottom feeders, they took it and they trying to make it a real thing. So they're trying to contact the Caucasian. They want to bring him on the show. They want to interview him. It was a joke, and I wasn't offended by it because it was a joke. But now they're trying to give it real life. It's not true. I've never had intercourse with a Caucasian. I've never had intercourse with a non-African woman in my life. So there's nothing to the story at all. You know, and if there was any truth to it, Art, you know, like I know, that his snow bunny mom would have been exposed me. Why wasn't she on the video? Where is the mom? Where is the woman I impregnated to make this young man? You feel me? So it's a joke. It's not true. I've never been with a non-African woman, but my haters are going to try to give this some feet. So let them have fun. They swear I mess with non-black women. Nobody believes it's possible for a black man to not touch anything but chocolate and butter almond and butter pecan. I don't have the Shannon Sharp disease. I don't like extra pale, extra skinny. I like colored sisters, African colored sisters, and I love curves. So you ain't got to worry about me bunny hopping at all. I want chocolate, caramel, butterscotch, rum raisin. Give me the queens. Black power.
How you feel about Anthony Edwards and that whole child support situation with him and his baby mom?
I like Anthony Edwards as a player. Uncle Shay Shay is definitely going to be wrong with Lakers in 5 because game 5 coming up and they down 3-1. So Uncle Shannon.
In life, Tariq couldn't resist. He's naming a school after a man who was bunny hopping. Mic drop. Umar twists it for Douglas, but if it was Shannon Sharp, he'd crucify him. Rules for thee, not for history? That contradiction is gold for critics. Tariq opened up on interracial stuff too. He said it was illegal once. Loving v. Virginia changed that. I don't knock it. Love who you love. He's dated black women. His lady is mixed but black identified. But per Umar,
over the last few years, many black Americans have been making a trip to Ghana in celebration of Afrochella.
Very hard on ourselves and very, disruptive with each other. We do have this sort of empathy, like, yeah, everyone should participate who is down with the struggle or looks like us. We also have that side. I don't know what the solution is other than, like I said, let's take it to a place where people can vote on it. This conversation is really exhausting, as the young gentleman said. And also, I believe that we are talking about issues here. Pierre and I go on stage where comedians, Marcus does his thing. You understand, like, we're doing what we do. If we're putting up Dr. Umar Johnson and Tariq as these new black leaders that are supposed to be the Martin Luther Kings of our times, the Malcolm X's of our times, we need to see you niggas go to White House. You understand? We need to see more moving to the White House, going to where people are to get shit done. Shit is not getting done on a podcast. I'm sorry, as we are on a podcast, you know what I mean? Like, shit ain't being moved. You need to be as close to Joe Biden to see that this nigga got dementia, and while he got dementia, slide that reparation bill underneath that nigga hand and say, sign this, because people with dementia will sign anything.
Yamanika, you might be on to something.
Like,
you might be on.
Joe, right here. Joe, right here. Joe, right here. Joe, right here. Your hand. Joe, go be looking up.
I'll do it. Let me bring you in. Let me bring you in, Marcus, to close us out. What's your what do you think the solution is? But also, do you think there needs to be a conscious effort of uniting Black Americans and Africans?
Of course, there needs to be an effort to do that. As Yamanika said, we just actually, everybody's kind of individualized in what their own mission is. And I think that with there being so many split issues in the Black community, I feel like a lot of times when you have too much information, you don't act on anything, it's like we have to find something to kind of move on. And if this is that point, then shoot, let's start off and just give every Black person it. Let's see what we do with that first cash. And then run that back over and see, and try keep going back over it, run it back up. Yeah, the last one we just messed that up. Bring it back. We learn from that mistake. You know what I'm saying? Because they get to do that too, so why not us?
You're right.
Come on, man. So I'm just like, yo, let's give us an opportunity to mess some money up too.
Yeah,
shoot, I want to buy something extra.
It's definitely enough to go around.
I done opened too many businesses, man. I want to spend something now, y'all.
Pierre, let me bring you in. Now, I know recently there was a concert out in Ghana that Chance the Rapper actually put on. I think it was Black Star Festival. Dave Chappelle was out there receiving some backlash, of course. But let me get your thoughts on that. Pierre, what's the solution, and do you think there needs to be a conscious effort to unite Black Americans and Africans?
Let's stay with the Black Americans that live here. This is where the bill is being pushed at. It ain't being pushed in Africa. Africa got a lot of money over there. They can take care of their own over there. They care so much about what they were doing, what they was pulled from their family. Africa could take care of themselves. The rich Africans, they have enough, minerals to take care of their people. Let's say people here. I don't believe in giving just a lump sum of money to people, then that's it. Not people who aren't financial literacy, don't have financial literacy. What about making Black colleges and schools free to Black people to go, to push, because I want to push their mental to know what to do in their future. Because if you're giving people some money that don't know what to do with money, it's going to go away. People look how they do with their fucking income taxes. People are broke you get it by April, by May, you ain't got no more money, or whatever the hell it is, how fast you get. A month later, 2 months later, we're out of our money. We do not, majority, not every single person, but majority of us, we know what it is. We know we can't get that check and boom. What about those people, not the smart ones down in the comments who know what to do with money and got the financial literacy? We're talking about those niggas who don't. Who buy the rims, the shoes, and all that. The money goes right back to the system, okay? So, no, they're not gonna give us some more money and say, niggas, you fucked that up, we're gonna give you a little more and see how you do next time. No, I think it should be more intelligence as far as school, housing, schooling, financial literacy, knocking off some of the like student loans, because that had, let's put a lot of people back in credit situations. I believe doing that will make a whole bunch of people, Black people, move forward as a race. Giving Negroes some money would not move us forward as a race, just giving us some money. It ain't gonna happen. So you can give them if you want to, but it's gonna be right back. And it's gonna be right back where we are. So I think there's other ways. Now you can give money, but don't make it all about money. It cannot be. Us as a people, we need more than just money. We need education, and we need that.
I don't think it's embarrassing. I think he was cracking jokes on me. I thought it was a funny joke.
He's a comedian.
Like honestly, Umar, I know you're gonna watch this, right? Because you seem to watch a lot of my stuff. Just come forward and say, listen, I sincerely tried to open it. I tried for years, but this was a bigger undertaking that I was able to do on my own. I didn't want to partner up with anyone that could have potentially, made this happen. And I'm sorry. For everyone that donated, I can't pay you back, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and I will try to do better in the future. I think it'll be a little embarrassing, but I think at least people will appreciate the honesty. There's lots of projects that fell through that never came forward,
Right.
Do you think he'll ever do that, though?
No, never.
No?
No, hell. Umar's gonna keep this thing going. I was abducted by aliens, brothers and sisters. I was abducted by aliens. The aliens, you gotta say it 3 times. I was abducted by aliens. I was abducted by aliens, my African brothers and sisters. And they did an anal probe on me, and I gotta get a prostate exam and all the money from the school, my brother has to go into the prostate exam. Man, come on, brother.
The anal probe wipe me out.
Oh man, just keep it a buck with people. Just do it. It's not that hard to do. Just if you're gonna do it, just do it. That's it.
The whole thing about bunny hopping and the interracial relationship. This is someone who has interracial kids. Look, I mean, at one point, interracial marriage was illegal. Like literally, it was a Loving versus something.
Yeah, Loving versus the state of Virginia.
Versus the state of Indiana, exactly. Like it was literally illegal at one point to actually marry someone that you love who's a different race, not even a different race, of black and white. That, you know, that whole thing is just nasty to me. What do you think about the whole interracial thing?
It's interesting. You know, I don't knock it now. You know, all the women I've dated were black, and my lady is black. She's mixed, but she's black.
Right. Well, I mean, according to Umar Johnson, is that like a no-no? Are you not supposed to date mixed women?
No, I mean, no. You can. I mean, they're black. I mean, because he's talking about Frederick Douglass, and Frederick Douglass was mixed, and you know, Frederick Douglass.
Didn't he say he was related to Frederick
which
Douglass?
isn't true.
The family said, no, you are not.
Right. And Frederick Douglass had a white wife, too.
Oh, okay.
A lot of folks don't know that. His second wife was a white woman. So, you know, I don't...
Wait, so hold on. That just hit me.
Think about it.
So he claimed, well, he's naming a school after a man who was bunny hopping.
Yes.
He's... Bunny Hopper University.
Frederick Douglass had a white wife. A lot of folks don't know that.
Wait.
That's why, if you say...
Hold on. He's naming a school after a bunny hopper. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on.
A lot of folks don't know Frederick Douglass had a white wife. So,
that is crazy.
You talk about bunny hopping, and your school is named after a dude who had a white wife.
They have any kids?
I don't think they had kids. I don't think they did.
Let's look this up.
I don't. But look at the second wife. It was a white woman.
Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, there's pictures of him and the white woman too.
Kids with his white wife. No,
they didn't have kids. Okay. But
so they had five. He had 5 kids with his black wife, and no kids with
the white woman with the bunny. So
with the bunny. I don't really know what to make of that either, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but my thing is, when it comes to interracial dating and relationships, just don't make it into a fetish or a political movement, because what happens is you have some brothers who will date white women, and that becomes, well, the black women ain't shit. It becomes that. And that's you basically fetishizing white people or white women. And the same thing, black women, if you're dating nothing but white guys because black men ain't shit, that's something different. You're politicizing your relationships. That's something different. If you genuinely like somebody, you genuinely like them. I can respect that.
Yeah.
But when you turn it into some kind of weird movement where, I'm only going to date this group of racial people, that's something different. And going back to the Loving versus the state of Virginia, what's interesting, what made that case stand out, the Virginia Loving, and now what's Loving, the woman?
Yeah.
She was actually Native American, but she got reclassified as black in Virginia. A lot of folks don't know that.
So she doesn't have African roots?
She's not an African American. She has a Negroid phenotype because she was reclassified as a Negro. A lot of Native
rules, even that's suspect. The double standards are glaring. Look, let's keep it 100. Umar is at rock bottom online. He used to command respect, traffic, and buzz. Now, he's punchline material. Tariq gets more views clowning him than Umar does speaking. Even Vlad, who once played nice, is airing it all out. When your relevance comes from exposure over empowerment, that's decline. Credit where it due. Umar's dropped gems on Africa, education, and black power, but without action, it rings hollow. Now the spotlight is flipped, and he's the case study. Final thoughts. If you're Team Umar, pause and reflect. Is he building for us or boosting his brand off our support? No judgment, just be real with yourself. For the full tea, check my 2-hour, 48-minute deep dive video linking every claim, slip-up, and scandal. It's the ultimate breakdown. Don't miss it. Now, hit me in the comments. Will Umar ever own up and apologize, or drag this out forever? Like, subscribe, Turn on notifications. We've got more fire coming. Peace. Dr. Umar Johnson, a prominent Pan-Africanist speaker and self-proclaimed psychologist, has long been a controversial figure in Black activist circles, known for his fiery rhetoric on topics like education, interracial relationships, and Black empowerment. Tariq Nasheed, a filmmaker and author best known for his Hidden Colors documentary series, has also been a key voice in discussions about Black history and systemic racism. The two men, once allies, have had a tumultuous relationship marked by public spats, with their latest exchange unfolding indirectly through Nasheed's appearance on Vlad TV, a popular hip-hop interview platform hosted by DJ Vlad. In a recent interview published in September 2025, Nasheed addressed his past support for Johnson and offered pointed criticisms that many viewers interpreted as a humiliation, leading to clickbait YouTube titles like "Dr. Umar Johnson Gets Humiliated by Tariq Nasheed on Vlad TV." In the interview, Nasheed reflected on how he initially helped elevate Johnson's profile by featuring him in his Hidden Colors documentary series, which explored the global history of people of African descent. Nasheed claimed he put Dr. Umar on, meaning he provided Johnson with a platform that boosted his visibility and credibility among audiences interested in Black nationalism. This collaboration seemed mutually beneficial at first, as both men shared similar ideologies about empowering the Black community and challenging white supremacy. Nasheed even donated to Johnson's long-promised Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, a proposed all-boys school aimed at providing culturally centered education for Black youth. However, Nasheed expressed disappointment over the project's repeated delays, noting that despite years of fundraising and promises, the school has yet to open its doors, raising questions about accountability and the use of donated funds. One of the stinging criticisms from Nasheed centered on Johnson's choice to name the school after Frederick Douglass, a revered abolitionist and orator. Nasheed highlighted what he saw as hypocrisy. Douglass was married to a white woman in his second marriage, a fact that contrasts sharply with Johnson's vocal opposition to interracial dating, which he often derides as swirling and detrimental to Black unity. Nasheed argued that this naming decision undermines his own principles, suggesting a selective application of historical reverence. He emphasized the importance of not fetishizing or politicizing interracial relationships based on race, advocating instead for genuine.
None of us can do better than the continent we come from. Be honest, my queen.
A lot of the dilemmas that get sent in from my listeners talk about struggling to find a man to date.
Struggling to find what kind of? A big difference between the snow bunny and the African queen is the snow bunny will find a Black man in progress.
Black women are willing to hold it down for the man. I feel like we're always there supporting them. If anything, Black women get the short end of the stick.
If it ain't nappy, I ain't happy.